Hi friends, my name is Akash and welcome back to Python programming. Today we are going to create a program to generate the first 10 natural numbers and print their sum. We are going to use three things in this program. First one would be the for loop. The for loop, as you know already, is designed to process the items of a sequence such as a list or a string one by one. Next we'll be using the range function. Range function is used to generate a list of numbers according to the lower limit, upper limit and step value arguments that we provide to the function. The next thing we use is the print function. The print function is used to display the output when we are in the script mode, and we can modify the separator and AND values that are taken by Python as default. So all these topics, the for loop, the range function and the print function, have been covered by me in separate videos previously. If you have any confusion, you can refer them. You can find the link to all these videos in the description box of this video. You will also be able to find the code of the program too in the description box. So let us now work on the program to generate the first 10 natural numbers. So here we will be using the for loop and the range function. To generate the numbers 1 to 10 using the range function, we'll have to give the arguments as 1, 11. And inside the for loop, we'll give a print statement as print I. This is the program for generating the first 10 natural numbers. The range function would generate a sequence from 1 to 10, and each time the loop iterates, the loop variable will be assigned a value from the sequence starting with the first value, moving on to the next subsequent value in the next iteration until the last value in the sequence. So a value 1 would be given to the loop variable I when the loop runs for the first time. So it would print a value of 1. Next time when the loop runs, then the range function would supply a value of 2 to I, and then the print I statement will get executed and the output would be printed as 2. So the numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 would be supplied to I and therefore would get printed in the same order using this loop. So this is the output that we will be getting, and this is the list of the first 10 natural numbers. Now let us move on to the Python IDLE and we will run the program and see for ourselves what the output will be. For I in range 1, 11, print I. Okay, so we are getting the desired output. Now what if we want to format the output such that all these values, instead of coming in the next line, they come in the same line? For that we will have to change the end value to a space. Now if we will run it, then we can see the desired output. So here we can see that all the numbers from 1 to 10 are coming in the same line. Okay, so now let us move to the actual program where we will be calculating the sum of these 10 natural numbers as well. To generate the list of first 10 natural numbers, we'll be using the same program that we just completed, and this would be like this. But here we want to calculate the sum now. We will take a variable sum and assign a value of 0 to it initially. Then what we want to do is, in the sum variable, we want to add all the 10 natural numbers that are being generated by the range function. For that, we will use a command inside the for loop. That command would be sum is equal to sum plus I. And then at the end of the loop, outside the loop, we will print the sum value. So this is the program that we will be using to generate the sum of the first 10 natural numbers. So let us see how this program is working. We know that in the for loop, when the first iteration begins, the first value from the sequence is provided to the loop variable, and then the statements inside the loop execute according to that assigned value of the loop variable. Only when the next iteration starts, I is given the next value from the sequence and the iterations continue until all the values from the sequence are exhausted. At the top left we have the program code. Just below the program code on the left we are keeping a track of the values of the variables sum and I at the start of the current iteration, and we will see how the loop progresses. The only value that is getting updated inside this for loop is the value of the variable sum because of the statement sum is equal to sum plus I. Therefore, for every iteration we will be making a note of the value of I which remains constant inside the loop and the value of the variable sum at the start and end of the loop because it is getting updated inside the loop, and we will keep these values tabulated in the table on the right. In the right beside the table we'll keep a track of the output. So let us see how the loop progresses when it runs for the first time. Let's begin now. So the value of sum would be 0 and the value of I would be 1 when the loop runs for the first time. So I am putting the values in the table as well. Then the statement print I executes, which means there would be an output on the screen which would be 1. Then sum is equal to sum plus I, which means that sum and I would be added and the summation value would be assigned to the variable sum. That means 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So 1 would be the new value of the variable sum here. This completes the loop for the first time. Now the loop will run for the second time. Here the value of sum would change to be 1 now because at the end of the previous loop the value of sum got updated to 1 and I would be changed to 2 as the second value supplied by the range function will be 2. So I am tabulating the values here in the table. I would be 2, sum would be 1. Then the statement print I would execute. That means the value of I would be printed, which would be 2. Then sum is equal to sum plus I. That means 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Then the loop would run for the third time. The value of sum at the start of the loop would be 3 and the value of I would be 3 this time. Then the print statement comes which prints the value of I, which would be 3. Then sum is equal to sum plus I. That means 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Now the loop starts running for the fourth time. The value of sum would be 6. The value of I would be 4. Then print I would cause the output to be 4. We'll keep a track of the values here in the table. Then the print statement executes. That means 4 would be printed here and sum is equal to sum plus I. 6 plus 4 equal to 10. Now the loop starts running for the fifth time. The value of sum is 10. The value of I is 5. We keep a tab here. Then the statement print I executes, which means 5 will be printed. Then sum is equal to sum plus I. That means 10 plus 5 equal to 15. Then the loop runs for the sixth time. The value of sum would be 15. I will have a value of 6. Then print I would execute. 6 would be printed here. Sum is equal to sum plus I. That means equal to 21. Now the loop starts running for the seventh time. The value of sum is 21. The value of I would be 7. Then print I would execute. 7 would be printed. Then sum is equal to sum plus I. That means 21 plus 7 equal to 28. Then the loop runs for the eighth time. The value of sum is 28. The value of I is 8. Print I would cause an output of 8. That is the value of I. Then sum is equal to sum plus I. That means 28 plus 8 equal to 36. Now the loop runs for the ninth time. The value of sum is 36. The value of I is 9. Then print I would result into 9 being printed here. Then the value of sum would be evaluated. Then the loop runs for the 10th time. That would be the final time. The value of sum would be 45. I would have a value of 10. We will keep a tab here. Then print I would result into printing a value of 10 here. Then sum is equal to sum plus I, which means 45 plus 10 equal to 55. At this point of time, the for loop is terminated because the last value supplied by the range function, that is 10, is exhausted. So after this for loop, we have the last statement, which is print sum. So that would result into printing the value of the variable sum, which is 55 here. So let's verify the output in Python now. I already have the previous file open. I am saving it and running now. This is the output that we had calculated earlier. Let us do some formatting for this program now. I am saving and running now. So now all the first 10 natural numbers are coming in the same line, and in the next line we have the sum of the numbers as 55. I hope that you are able to understand the working of this program thoroughly and will be able to write the code yourself now. This program can be done by using the while loop, and we will discuss it after going through the same in the upcoming videos. If you like the content that I am providing here, do give a like to this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.